are on the brink of a breakthrough. You are the reason why I live. I live through you. So therefore, let me handle this for you. You are not alone. You are not alone in this. Hello, my beautiful souls. This is Mystic Storm here to clear the path to a new life with you. As a spiritual advisor, I help people like you find the clarity, inspiration, and encouragement they need to transform their lives by using the forms of divination, astrology, energy healing, and more. My website, msbotanica.com, is the central place where you can book readings or sessions with me, as well as browse my shop for spiritual tools such as herb infused and Reiki infused products. Okay, so I just want to say happy, what is this, astrology new year, lunar new year, and new moon in Aries. Okay, it is a lot going on, a lot of shifts and changes going on right now, and it can also cause a sense of uncertainty, and I'll say I'm going through the same thing. It took a lot for me to get here today, and I'm glad that I'm here, that I made it. And but also, just the theme here is being gentle with ourselves as well as others through these times of shifts and change. I will go into a little bit of the astrology as well as pull some cards, but I also want to invite you to go to my website, msbotanica.com, to view your horoscopes. I have horoscopes for all of the zodiac signs, and I started them last month, and I changed the format a little bit, so there's a drop down arrow, so you don't have to scroll. If you're a Pisces, scroll all the way down. You can just use the drop down arrow, and I feel like it's way more convenient and accessible for everyone, especially if you want to check out your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, okay, your north node, anything. If you want to do a cross watch to see how your partner or other family members or co-workers, see how they're feeling, so that way you can show grace. That's just fine. Okay, so yeah, let me pull up the chart here. I do have it's light energy, but at the same time it kind of feels a little chaotic, because as far as it's light energy for the aspects, I should say, because we have the sun, of course, and the moon in Aries, right? In the 9th house, it's a stellium going on in Aries. And what is a stellium? A stellium is when, I believe it's 2 or more or 3 or more planets are aligned in conjunction in one sign. So in the sign of Aries, we have the sun, the moon, Mercury, as well as Chiron. Now let's focus on Chiron. Chiron is the wounded healer. Okay, it's the wounded healer. It is an asteroid, just if you wanted to know, but it signifies the wounded healer. So as we're going through these changes in shifts, right, we see the vision of our new lives. We're stepping into that. There's still some uncertainty in the back of our minds. There's like a pull within our subconscious, because we are still within, like, in our old phase. The newness is here. We can see it materializing. However, we're still kind of stuck on the past. There might be a lot of imposter syndrome going on, because it's time for you to step up. It's time for you to lead. So it's just like, how can you do that when you still have problems going on here and there? And you just do, because everyone has problems. Everybody has struggles. So it's just like, are you going to let this plague you, or it's not plague, stop you in your tracks? I can't think of the word that I'm trying to say right now, or just put you at a halt and stop you from being your most authentic self. I feel like a lot of times, you know, us stepping into this newness, we're feeling this imposter syndrome because we actually don't know who exactly we are. We are confused because we wanted this awakening, we wanted this change, but now that it's here, it's like, I have to give up this, I have to let this go, I have to stop doing that. Yeah. How else are you going to change? How else are you going to evolve and transform? Right? So there's a tug and pull here as far as where we want to be. Aries rules the head as well as the blood, the root chakra, the arteries, all of these main primal things that function, that help us function in our everyday life. So with this being the root chakra, we can talk about the root chakra right now. This is a sense of security, our well-being, right? Our possessions, the sense of self, the I am. Okay, you might struggle with your new identity and you might not feel completely secure or cemented in that. That is okay. Take time to dig up and tend to those roots, okay? To tend to your garden, right? And the garden of self. This is a metaphor here. To make sure that you are comfortable with who you are, okay? And the shifts and changes and the upgrades that you're getting. You know, you might, for example, get a new job, or you started a new job, and it's a financial upgrade. It's an increase for you, but you still have this lack money mindset where you feel like you can't treat yourself, where you can't, you know, buy these things, and you're still stuck and trapped in fear. You have to release that. That is no longer your identity. You have to step in this newness and be firm and secure within yourself, okay? So that's an example here where how we have this struggle, you know, but I do feel like with the sun, the moon, and Mercury linking up together, we can sync, okay, our action, our intuitive abilities, and our mind. Okay, this is the sun is the body, the moon is, we could say, the spirit, the soul, and Mercury is the mind. So we got mind, body, spirit, Mercury, sun, moon, right? They're aligning together in order for us to live in harmony. Okay, so so those planets here are in the ninth house. The ninth house is all about wisdom, right? Travel, higher education. It's also about learning and ethics, okay? So when it talks about travel, you can talk about, actually, you have the ability to now travel, you know, things have opened up, you want to go visit some people, or it may be like your identity is urging you to visit a certain land, like a certain place, to visit somewhere, to get back into your roots. Like, say if you've done like ancestry, or, you know, some people are against that, and that's fine. Or you want to go back to the motherland, or you want to go here because your soul, your spirit is calling you to visit this land. Go. That way you can get the downloads, you can get the philosophical messages from spirit there. And also with gaining this wisdom, this is the struggles, the mental and emotional blocks that we may be having with this new sense of self, is giving us wisdom. Because if we still take that action with it, we are securing and showing the universe, showing God, showing spirit, all the same thing, okay? That we are comfortable in this newness and we are grateful for this newness, okay? So that's something to really, really be excited about, and something, I know that it can be scary, but also be excited that the things that you are wanting to call in your life, they are starting to materialize. Okay? And if you don't see them materializing now, this is the time where you need to start making that happen, connecting and aligning yourself in order for you to get in sync with the universe, in order for you to grow, in order for you to heal, in order for you to manifest. Okay? So we have the sun. I think all of these here. So the sun, the moon, Mercury, and Chiron, they are not conjunct, trine, I believe. Let me make sure that's not a sextile, because sometimes, no, those are trines. They're trine. Yeah, hold on. Mars and Venus. It's hard for me to see with these lines and how this is set up. Hold on. Yeah, Mars, Venus, and Saturn. Those are conjunct in the sign of Aquarius. So let me see. I'm looking at a different table. These are sextiles. Sextiles. They're not trines. Mars. Okay. So, okay, Venus and Saturn. There we go. So, the moon. Is the moon the only thing? That's so weird how this is. Okay, I see how this is set up because they're so close together. The moon alone. Okay, so this new moon in Aries energy is sextile with Mars and Saturn. Okay, so this is saying that though you may have the uncertainty, you still have the willpower to see things through. You still have the discipline in order to see things through. And if you feel like you don't, get yourself motivated. There's things like, say for instance, like I said it took me a lot to get here, but I'm glad I made it. Okay, and I'm not playing. It's like you have to make sure that you are set. I did my spiritual baths. I took time to go within, meditate, get messages and guidance from spirit, and that way I was able to get here. I almost psyched myself out, but I still got here and did it. Because why? Because this is my passion. This is what I love to do. And though I probably was struggling with imposter syndrome when I came on, it was like, all right. So that's how you probably are feeling right now. You're like, should I do this? Should I not do this? Do it. Go ahead, because you have it in you. Once you're ready, once those lights, those cameras, you get into action, boom, you ready. It's like we psych ourselves out so much because we're trying to save ourselves. But what we're saving ourselves from the unknown. And what if the unknown is the blessings that you have been waiting for? What if the unknown is the blessings you are waiting for? Okay? So be bold in that. Be gentle, but be bold in that, in yourself, because you deserve it. Okay? So with the moon, sextile, Mars, and Saturn in Aquarius, this is giving us the freedom. This is giving us the capacity to really see our desires come into fruition by going and doing the physical work, okay, and the emotional work, okay. The emotional work especially, we have to dig deep within our psyche in order to really clear out the trauma, the negative patterns, the things that are holding us back, in order for us to keep progressing forward. Okay, this is going to definitely help our relationships because Mars, Venus, and Saturn are in the 7th house. Okay, so relationships, business partnerships, just equality, your interpersonal style, how you react when people come to you with conflict, how you approach people when you want to say something? Are you just going to cuss them out off rip? Or are you going to say, hey, I would love to talk to you about this situation. I just want to tell you how I'm feeling, and I just want to make sure that we're on the same page. Now, trust me, that's easier said than done, but we have to continue to work on it, okay? All right. And that's the only aspects that I'm really seeing. Of course, we have some aspects going on within like the North Node here, and then the parts of fortune and things like that. But I won't dibble and dabble in that. I'll talk about any placements. I know during April, we are in the beginning season of April, but Pluto does go retrograde, okay, in the sign of Capricorn. And so it's all alone here. It's in the 6th house. So that is going to affect our health, our fitness, our systems, like our being analytical, our work habits, our organization, our sense of usefulness. Ooh, that's a good one. And the service given, okay? So this is transforming how we show up for ourselves. So you might get health scares. You might have to radically change your diet, or have to work on exercising, or you're starting to implement these things already. You've been, had your New Year's goals, but you might find some tests going on here. Like you might resort back to overeating, or you might get triggered, and you may have to just not exercise like that. I'm just using that as an example. So it's going to put you through tests, okay, during this time. And then also we're going to talk about pretty much, okay, and then, let's talk about, Jupiter and Neptune in the sign of Pisces in the 8th house. I love that. So Jupiter and Neptune, I believe Jupiter is exalted in the sign of Pisces. I believe. I can't remember. But this energy I'm sensing is really good. It works really well together because think about lucrative. So your abundance is transforming. Your sense of healing is transforming. Your sense of growth and clearing out those limiting beliefs, and the clearing out the subconscious, because it's causing us to transform. It's causing us to put a stop to it. It's causing us to merge deeper into our authentic selves. So definitely, this is a time of a spiritual awakening. And I want to call this message the initiation. This is the initiation from Spirit for us to really transform our lives. I really seen that, as a lot of messages I got yesterday was about initiation. I got like a vision of a bat. I looked up the bat energy, and that was the thing. It was about rebirth. And Aries is all about rebirth. The springtime is all about rebirth. So it's utilizing this energy is going to set us up to really shine and to really thrive in a way that we have been yearning for years. Okay, so I want you to be aware and also gentle. Even though Aries is kind of knuck if you buck energy, but also it's the leader, and because Aries is the emperor in tarot, and think about the emperor. He's not about to fight the war. He's gonna, y'all go ahead and handle that. You making boss moves. So making sure that you are stern, that you are structured, and have a firm foundation within yourself, despite the uncertainties that are going on within the mind. Okay, make sure that you try to remain as grounded as possible. Work on root chakra work on self-love work, working on protection work is all going to help you really get into alignment with self, okay? So that's what I have for the astrology part. I hope that gave some clarity, and I was even kind of going off on like some downloads just now. So I was like, okay. So we're gonna get into the tarot, and we're going to see what additional messages Spirit has for us, okay? I'm gonna sip on my coffee. If you want to know how I like my coffee, black. No cream. Stevia. Blackety black black. All right, Spirit. What messages, what guidance do you have for the collective right now as we approach this initiation, as we are able to be in your oneness, okay? What do I need to know? What do I need to relay to everyone? I'm hearing be still. You are on the verge of a breakthrough. Don't give up on yourself. You are the one that can make the change in the world. Be the sense of growth and change. For you are the reason why I live. Ooh. I like that, because we are all a part of the divine source, saying you are the reason why I live. So it's like you are here for a purpose. I'm like getting chilled and like, you are the reason why I live. So making sure that you don't give up on yourself. And when it's saying that be still, like with Aries energy, sometimes we want to do like impulse decisions and like throw the baby out with the bathwater type thing, where it's like, no, you are on the brink of a breakthrough. You are the reason why I live. I live through you. So therefore, let me handle this for you. You are not alone. You are not alone in this. You may feel like it, but if you just want to connect with me, I'm here. I've always been here. I've always been here. So make sure anytime you feel this way that you tap into your inner divineness, and that's where you will find me. Okay? Okay. Okay. I think I'm getting back okay, into self. Thank you, Spirit, for coming in. All right. So I start pulling and I'm doing like some past, present, future type thing. Okay. These are all in reverse for me. So in the past energy, I got the Lovers in reverse. In the present energy, I got the World in reverse. And in the future, I got the Empress in reverse. So with these three in reverse, I feel like we are all, in a sense, in this state of trying to find balance within, and there might be a need for us to really get more creative, but also in a sense like, or innovative, which is the same thing as creative, right? But when you think of like innovation, You know, you think more like Aquarius energy. And with the Empress here and for the future, and Aquarius rules the future, okay, I feel like in order to save humanity, in order to save ourselves, is what we have to think about. How are we going to work on being better human beings and better at saving our planet? Okay, because we got the world here in reverse, in the present, right? So when we talk about the world being upside down right now, I feel like we are all going through this sense of introspection. Okay, we are all being forced by spirit to go within more. We are being forced to really see the shadow sides of ourselves. We are really being forced to really open up our traumas in order to heal, in order to blossom, in order to grow. Okay, so this is, you might be very triggered in this present moment, or whenever you're catching this, or you may feel like there's always something, but the triggers are there. Don't get caught up in the triggers. The triggers are there in order for you to dive deeper. Okay, what have you learned from the past? You were in balance. You didn't love yourself. You didn't appreciate yourself. You didn't feel like you were in harmony with yourself, as well as any relationships. You probably lacked, you had commitment issues, abandonment issues, you had problems keeping friends. It's just a lot of triggers here, and it all boils down to, what are you paying attention? A lot of these triggers are going on because there's something within you have to work in. Okay? You have to work on, but I don't know why I said in. You have to work in. Work in. You have to work in the time, maybe, to go within. Okay? To go within. So a lot of the relationships may not have worked out for you because you're still focusing on your past. As far as, it can stem all the way back to childhood, it can stem all the way back to middle school, high school, the traumatic moments that everyone has that they can never forget. But I encourage you, instead of that one moment, can you remember other aspects within that period of time in your life where things were good? And that way it gives space to the trauma. Okay, it gives space in order for you to see a bigger picture. Right now you're looking at it here like it's just right up in your face, when you need to look at things from an eagle eye view. This is the Empress, soaring above all the bullshit, all the trauma. Okay, now with this being in reverse, this is us still going through this uncertainty still in the present. Okay, I feel like if we become more in tune with ourselves, we will be able to be innovative, to create, in order to fly and rise above. Okay, rise above is what we need to do in order for us to create and save ourselves, as well as others, as well as the planet. And think about the lineage. We have to make sure we set them up for success. Okay, so this here is like, whoa, to me, kind of like, make sure that you're really taking notes and being conscious of your surroundings and how you feel in that moment. And also, it doesn't have to be so harsh. You don't have to be like, I have to work on this, I have to work on this, or damn, I gotta work through this again. Da, 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 da. It's okay. Can you also remember, hey, I used to be like this. I used to feel this anger bubbling up inside of me, ready to explode. Me. That's an example though. But now when confrontation goes, I could talk about it, but I have a sense of peace. My undercurrent is peace and not lava. It's a peaceful river, not lava. Okay? So it's just, hey, yeah, we still have to work on things, but we're not as bad off as we were before. Okay? So show grace. Be gentle. Okay? All right. We're going to get into this is the Whispers of Lord Ganesha. Okay. Revelation. Isn't that Revelation? Ooh. This is also, we talked about like the future, saving the future type stuff, and we saving the world. And the Revelation came out. This is also giving me like revelation in the Bible, right? So this is making sure that you are being attuned with the cycles of the universe or of this world, because they are here for a reason, in order for us to move in harmony with them. This could be saying that you had a lack of harmony within yourself because you weren't tapped in to the seasons of the earth, okay? Because the seasons of the world, of the earth, are also tied into the seasons of the soul. Okay, so making these revelations, these aha moments, finding this clarity is something that's going to continuously happen during this month, okay, and during this new cycle of the Aries new moon, okay. So when you get epiphanies, make sure that it's like, okay, what can I do to make this better? What can I do in order to heal myself, in order to grow? Okay? And I'm glad that I said that, because as soon as I looked, I got the Heal Yourself Oracle that I have not used, or I have not taken out of the box to use, but I am going to use. I'm going to go from here. Letting go. Letting freaking go. We're still releasing. We're letting go of the old self, how we talked about, shedding that old skin, leaving stuff in the past, letting go of things that no longer serve us, that don't supply nourishment and fulfillment to us anymore. Letting go of the past. And also, this could be letting go of definitely limiting beliefs when it comes to the forms of the spirit, okay, religion, okay, letting go of the dogma, right? Or because that might be what's blocking you from really tapping into the fullness of spirit, or what spirit is really trying to relate to you. Okay, just letting go of this foundation that was set or given to you at an age in order to provide discipline, so you couldn't have a say, or you couldn't have a voice in that. You couldn't question your relationship with the divine, where now you can now ask and be more free to do what you want to do, because it is aligning with you. It is aligning with your spirit, your soul. Okay, so yeah, letting go, being free, being flipping free. I love that. Okay, we're gonna keep going. This is the Queen of the Moon, And then I'm trying to see, like, is there anything else? Because, I mean, I might pull a couple more cards. We'll see. We'll see. Change. Come on. This is the thunder moon. Change. Riding the wind of change. This is definitely Oya. Oya energy is here. If you don't know about Oya, look her up. Okay. This is also Kali energy. If you don't know, look her up. Okay. And yeah, just being open to the change, letting go and being free. Okay. Letting go and being free. Okay. Because there wasn't harmony to begin with, right? There wasn't stability, earth energy. There wasn't stability. There wasn't a rootedness. There wasn't a groundedness. This is saying, yeah, to get rooted, to get, Neptune, sacrifice. In order to bring stability in your life, you have to sacrifice. Damn. You have to sacrifice things that no longer serve you. Okay, it may be people you love, but you just have to change how you approach them, right? You may have to sacrifice some time in order to get where you want to go as far as career. But hey, is that going to bring you more stability? Yes, but you have to make sure you're aligning mentally and emotionally with that as well. Knowing when it's a good time to rest and when it's a time to take action. Okay, but yeah, sacrifice, because stability came out in reverse. But how I put it was like this, but yeah, sacrifice. Okay, I'm trying to see if there's anything else. I think I'm going to wrap up because I don't want this to be too long. But then I'm also looking at the tea leaf cards. Let's see. I think I might do the tea leaf cards and see, and then close out. All right. Spirit, what else do we need to look out for? Okay. We got October. Okay. We got Club. That someone will try to make you do something against your will. Let's see. Rainbow, the most difficult part of a situation is over. That's okay. Hold on. I'm going to pull a couple of more. Finger, warning you of a problem either now or in the future. Of course. Of course. Let me get this. Okay, and then this one was Claw. Be careful, do not take risk. So that goes into how I talked about not doing things on the impulse, being still. It's that Claw energy. So let's dissect this. So October, this is the number 10. It can be completion, right? So you may feel like this is like during the harvest, right? This is fall. This is letting go, right, of things. So this could be talking about the past, maybe this past fall that you had to release a lot of things from that situation. Or this is saying that come this next harvest that you're going to reap something. But during this time right now, someone will try to make you do something against your will. Someone's going to try to manipulate and control you, in a sense. So this is where you need to have a sound mind and be true to yourself to create stability, but also better boundaries, okay? This rainbow signifies change. It signifies that Oya energy here. And it says the difficult part of this situation is over. Okay. So again, that October might be something that you probably, because we talked about letting go. letting go of the past. So this October, think around, it could be the fall season, right? That a lot of stuff went down. I know for me, for sure it did for me. So I can kind of see that. So the most difficult part of the situation is over. Like saying you've already weathered the storm. Okay. You've stood up for yourself. That's good. And then warning you, this is finger. Warning you of a problem either now or in the future. So this is saying that, hey, you've already went through something. You already went through this storm, right? The most difficult part here is over. But there might still be a problem in the near future, if not now. So with this problem, when it arises, right, it's saying don't act on an impulse. Don't take risks. Don't take any risk, okay? So just remember, you might be stuck on something that happened this past fall, last October. Someone was trying maybe to manipulate you, but you stay strong. You're now trying to find a better sense of self. The most difficult part of the situation is over, but there might still be an underlying issue, a problem that's going on. It might be within the self. It might be other people mirroring the issues that you have within that you need to work on. And it's saying, be careful. Don't take any risks. Don't be impulsive. Don't get into any heated arguments. Don't fight. You won't end up in jail type stuff. Be easy. Okay? So remember what happened in the past and how you handled it and how you persevered, and use that in this same scenario. Okay? All right, we're going to get into the final card. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope that this season of renewal is being well to you, okay? And if you want to check out my website, msbotanica.com, so that way you can book a session with me, or you can check out my shop. I have herb and Reiki infused products for you. Make sure you check them out, okay? I do have the uplift oil. You might want to do that. That's really good it can be good for like clearing and protection too, to really get you in a good mood, right? That can definitely help at this time. And then you're going to continue. I can't make this up. Change. Okay? We got 2 change. So change is a part of transformation. So this is what Spirit is calling us to do. Okay? Don't scare yourself with the next 40 steps. All you need is the one next action. You can say to love, just show me the first step and change me into one who can take it. I love that. If you need to screenshot that, go ahead. Yeah. I love that. So, yeah. I think that can help with the imposter syndrome that we may be having. We see the end goal, but what's the first step? Let's just get there. And you can see that you can actually form something beautiful, something stable, something secure. And yeah, you had to give up something. You may have to give up your comfortability, but look where it's getting you. It's getting you to a more fruitful and abundant life. Okay, so I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure you check out the other videos I have here on Mystic Storm Spirituality. I have a plethora. Okay, so go ahead and click a playlist or 2. All right, and I hope to see you in the next video. Okay, peace and blessings.